So let us study some simple programs. So the first one is to write a program to multiply two numbers. As a first step, we could write a documentation or a comment which describes what the program does. So here I have written as a comment, program to multiply two numbers. Next is you have to include the header file. All the standard input-output functions like printf and scanf is included under this. So hash include stdio.h, which stands for standard input-output functions, which we have already studied in the previous video. Next is void main. All the programs will have a main function in which you will write your program. Then you have to declare the variables. So here we will be requiring three variables, two input numbers, num1 and num2, and one output, which will be the variable called product. You can name anything. Here I have given as num1, num2 and product. As per the rules of identifiers, you could give any name. Next, printf /n, which indicates that it will be printed in a new line. And within double quotes you have to write enter two numbers for multiplication. So this will prompt at the screen and you have to input the two numbers which is written using a scanf statement. So for that you have to use ampersand, and we have given two floating point numbers so that the control string will have %f and %f. Next, we have to calculate the product which is given by num1 into num2. So this is our main step of the program. Then finally, we have to print the product, which is using this printf statement, printf /n, again for a new line. The product of the two numbers is %f is %f, which means that num1 value will be replaced here, num2 value will be replaced here, and the product value will be replaced in this %f. So with this we complete the first program. Next program is to find the quotient and remainder of two numbers. It is very similar to the first one. The only difference is that over here we are going to use a slash sign, a forward slash, which indicates a division sign, and this will give us a quotient, and a percentage sign will give us the remainder. The next program is to find the area of a circle. For that we require two variables. One is area and the second one is radius. You could name them any, and you have to prompt to the user to enter the radius of the circle. Once this is prompted, this is the main statement. 3.14 is the value of pi. So area of a circle is given by 3.14 into radius, and the area is calculated and then it is printed over here. Next program is to swap two numbers using a temporary variable. So if in the question a temporary variable is allowed, then you can use it. So swapping means if A contains the value 5 and B contains the value 4, once the program is over, A should contain the value 4 and B should contain the value 5. So you are basically exchanging the values. So this, what you can do is, this is the main step. First of all, the user is prompted to enter two numbers. For example, let us enter A5 and B4. Now you can have a temporary variable, temp A and B. So first step, temp gets the value of A. So as a first step now, A has the value 5, B has the value 4, and temp has the value now 5 after the first step. Next step, B copies the value to A. So after this step is over, A gets the value 4 and B gets the value 4. And as the last step, the value of temp is copied to B. So this value is now copied to B and hence A will be 4 itself and B will be 5. So now our values, you can see they are exchanged. A gets the value 4 and B gets the value 5. So this is how you change the values using a temporary variable. After that, we could print the values. Next is, you have to swap two numbers but without using a temporary variable. So the steps for that is the same as the previous one. The only difference is in these steps. So here, let's write, let A is equal to 5 and B is equal to 4. So after the first step, A is equal to A minus B. So that will be 5 minus 4. So now A has got the value 1. Next, B is equal to A plus B. So that will be equal to 1 plus 4, which is equal to 5. And the last step is A is equal to B minus A, which is equal to 5 minus 1, which is equal to 4. So without a temporary variable, you can see that the value of B is now 5 and A is equal to 4. So it is actually changed from where we started. So this is how you can swap without using a temporary variable.